Jack tucked his phone into Grandpa's clothes at the funeral, burying it along with him. He did this simply to express his longing for his grandfather. That night, he sent a text message to Grandpa's phone, never expecting to actually receive a reply. When he woke up, he rushed to tell his father that Grandpa might not be dead after all, and they should open the coffin immediately to check. But his dad thought his son had gone crazy after Grandpa's death to determine the cause. They even had a medical examiner perform an autopsy, taking out and dissecting the heart. There's no way he could still be alive. As for that text message, it was most likely a hacker who infiltrated the phone. But Jack knew in his heart that this was a secret letter code used only between him and Grandpa. Even if it was a hacker's prank, they couldn't possibly know their private grandfather-grandson secret. Unable to convince his father, Jack went to Grandpa's grave alone and dialed the buried phone. It rang for a long time, but no one answered. If Grandpa was really buried alive, since he replied to the text message, then why wasn't he answering the phone now? Jack had no choice but to reply with another text, hoping Grandpa could rest in peace in heaven. But right after sending the message, someone came knocking at his door. The visitor claimed to be Grandpa's lawyer. Grandpa had written Jack a letter before he died. Upon opening it, Jack learned that Grandpa had always considered him a confidant. So before passing away, he had prepared an inheritance for Jack. But strangely, the last sentence of this letter said Grandpa would surely rest in peace in heaven, which happened to respond to the text Jack had just sent. Only then did Jack realize that his phone seemed to be able to communicate with his deceased grandfather. But he wasn't scared, just regretful. Compared to receiving the inheritance, he wished more that Grandpa could still be alive, to continue their special friendship despite the age gap. From then on, he texted Grandpa every day to share the joys and sorrows of his life. But little did he know, an even greater shock awaited him. A few days later at a school dance, the school bully cornered Jack, demanding protection money. Jack fought back, infuriating the other boy. The bully pinned Jack's arms crossed behind his back and beat him to a pulp. When his father rushed overhearing the news, he demanded to know who did it. But Jack refused to tell no matter what. This led to an unpleasant argument between father and son. Depressed, Jack recalled the good old days when he and Grandpa shared everything. On a whim, he sent a long voice message to Grandpa's phone. Turns out, he didn't want to rat out the bully, for fear of even worse retaliation, unless he could make him completely disappear. He thought he was just venting into the void. But unexpectedly, his words were heard by someone with ill intent. Early the next morning, he got a message from his best friend. The school bully was dead.